The schemes that Amber Heard plans to use to avoid paying her settlement to Johnny Depp have been exposed. Since losing the defamation case, legal experts and advisors have looked into Amber Heard's public financial records with resounding warnings about non-payment consequences. However, it seems the Aquaman star's legal team has an entire game plan to either drag out the payment or halt it. So, how is Amber trying to avoid paying Johnny Depp? And what does Ben Chew have to say about it? Sources have revealed that Amber Heard is now planning to avoid paying Johnny Depp, and here are some ways she could do it. Number 1, halting the payment through appeals. As we all know by now, the Aquaman star is planning on appealing the ruling made by the Virginia court concerning her defamation court with Depp. According to court documents obtained by Us Weekly in July 2022, Heard's team officially filed an appeal in Depp's defamation case against her. "We believe the court made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict consistent with the First Amendment," a spokesperson for the Texas native said. "We are therefore appealing the verdict. While we realize today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice." Similarly, to back up her decision to appeal, Amber Heard has also chosen not to pay Depp. During a July 2022 appearance on the Today Show, the day after the verdict, Heard's lawyer Elaine Bredehoff stated that she was absolutely not able to pay the $10.35 million in damages. Number 2, acting broke. Another tactic that Amber is trying to use to get out of paying Depp is being broke, or rather pretending to be broke. A source close to the Aquaman star claimed the 36-year-old actress was broke and not in a position to turn down money. They said she considers her career in Hollywood over and has nothing to lose following a disastrous few months. In addition to this, the actress has been spotted bargain shopping at discount store TJ Maxx in New York. As if that's not enough, another source told the New York Post that Heard is broke due to legal fees and her past lavish spending on travel, clothes, gifts, and wine. The newspaper also reported that Heard had to change legal representation during the trial and is using her homeowner's insurance from the insurance firm, the Travelers Companies, to cover the cost of her current attorneys. But could all this be just an act to avoid paying Depp? Well, it seems so, since Amber was photographed at an airfield near Washington, D.C., as she was seen getting down a private jet and onto a chauffeur-driven car with her sister Whitney Enriquez. Fans were quick to call her out, with one fan tweeting, "I think it's hypocritical of Amber Heard to claim she has no money to pay Johnny Depp and the charities she used for clout, but can afford a YSL purse, private jet, PR team, and a $22,000 a month mansion." Another one pointed out, "So TMZ just posted that Amber Heard flew on a private jet to Washington and got escorted by a VIP SUV. So much for a broke woman who can't afford paying for charity because she was sued." A third fan wrote, "We can't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. Of course she can pay. She has the money." Well, it seems like fans are really keeping a close watch on her expenditures. Number 3, putting money in trusts. Distributing money in trusts or in other people's accounts is also another way that one can avoid paying what they have been ordered to by the court. And it seems that Amber is excellent at this. Fans have been speculating that Heard has transferred her money into her sister's account. She's riding in private jets and renting that $22,000 house while attending the trial. She probably has her money in her sister's account, one fan commented. Another one added, "I think her money is hiding in trusts. She purchased her home in Yucca Valley through a trust in the name of her accountant. She also has benefactors that are wealthy. And I also think she's in the blackmail game, which is why she has had so much support even though the public has turned against her." A third fan went on to explain, "She bought her house a month before her op-ed was released. It's not even in her name, but a trust. She's been planning this for years. She knew the consequences, and I am sure she prepared accordingly." It has been reported that Heard's name does not appear on the deed of the house in Yucca Valley, but that the property was bought through a trust with links to Heard. The 2.4-hectare estate, which was built in 2015, was bought in 2019 for $570,000. Number 4, filing bankruptcy. Amber Heard cannot easily use federal bankruptcy laws to avoid paying millions of dollars to actor Johnny Depp, but she might be able to use a bankruptcy proceeding to slow down the payments. That's according to a law professor and expert on the subject who said the latter possibility is a risky one for Heard, should the Aquaman actress choose that path. Most tort judgments based on negligence, car accidents, slips and falls, etc., are dischargeable in bankruptcy, Professional Markle noted. Indeed, even medical and legal malpractice cases are dischargeable. What separates her case from regular tort cases is the finding of intent, he continued. Bankruptcy law does not permit most intentional torts, battery, assault, etc., to be discharged. Defamation fits in due to the required findings of malice or intent to injure another. So what happens if Amber Heard can't pay Johnny Depp's damages? Virginia-based appellate court Stephen Emmert told the New York Post that one way Depp could collect his damages would be to collect wages on her upcoming movies, Run Away With Me and In the Fire, as well as seize her home in Yucca Valley. Denton, another Virginia-based lawyer, told the New York Post that if Heard doesn't pay the damages, Depp can institute collection proceedings so he can garnish Heard's pay if she has a salary or wage-type income. He continued, he can attach her assets, which basically means seize them. He can get her to her assets, sell them, and take cash. Lawyer Brett Turnbull, a founding partner at Turnbull Holcomb in Lemoyne, told the New York Post that judgments in Virginia are good for 10 years and can be extended. Heard could be subject to this judgment for up to 30 years. If she suddenly had a new infusion of money, that can be discovered by Depp and pursued, he said. Given that Heard is worth $8 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth, it's possible that she may not be able to immediately afford to pay Depp the total $10.35 million in damages. Depp would have a money judgment against Amber, which he could collect on by levying against most of her assets, not her home if she was homesteaded it. Whether she could declare bankruptcy for a large portion of the verdict would in large part depend on what assets and liabilities she has. Stacey Phillips, a family law and divorce attorney and partner at Blank Rome LLP, explained. Attorney Sandra Spurgeon of Spurgeon Law Group in Lexington, Kentucky, told CBS News after the verdict that it's a serious deal if Heard can't pay Depp the damages she owes him. For an individual who doesn't have the ability to pay the judgment and no ability to post the bond, then there is a real issue if the winning party intends to execute the judgment, Spurgeon said. Spurgeon told CBS News that she predicts that Heard's lawyers will try to appeal the verdict in hopes of a more favorable judgment and to reduce the payment. But despite all this, Amber might actually not need to use any of these tactics. This is because Johnny Depp might actually not collect what she owes him. 1 week after Depp won all 3 defamation claims in the case against Heard, his lawyers Camille Vasquez and Benjamin Chu appeared on Good Morning America, where Chu told George Stephanopoulos that his client was only interested in restoring his reputation during the 6-week trial. You all have said that the goal is not to impoverish Ms. Heard. Is it possible we could see a settlement where she forgoes the appeal in return for Mr. Depp waiving any monetary damages? Stephanopoulos asked. We obviously can't disclose any attorney-client communications, but as Mr. Depp testified and as we both made clear in our respective closings, this was never about money for Mr. Depp, Chu responded. This was about restoring his reputation, and he's done that. But now we would love to hear from you. Which tactic do you think Amber Heard is most likely to use in order to avoid paying Depp? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.